and share my screen. All right, can you guys all see that?
Yep.
Awesome. All right. Take it away, Brittany.
Okay, so hi guys and welcome, whether you're watching this live or you're catching the recording, but we are excited to have you. I know we have people from like all different types of life. They're either depending or deciding if they want to be a coach, or maybe you're ready to bite the bullet and do it, or you just want to learn about it. So tonight we're going to kind of go and just, I'm sorry, are you guys getting that go too? Okay, never mind. We're just going to go into some of the details tonight and a lot of the questions that most people have when they think, what is coaching? And we hope to answer some of that. And then if we don't get to maybe something you are wanting to know, you can reach out to one of your coaches and hopefully we can answer that for you and get you started. We are super excited to do this tonight. I didn't even introduce who I am. I'm Brittany Mason. I have been coaching for almost a little over 2 years now. So when I started, I was in your shoes too, thinking like, I don't know about this. I want the discount, that's about it. And 2 years later, here I am, and I'm excited to tell you guys what it's like. So hopefully you guys can learn a lot from it. So who's next?
There we go. Okay. I'm Erica Johnson. Almost said. I just got married last year. I just started in, November, so I'm pretty new to this, but I've been working really hard for it because it's fun, actually. So to start off, what we do, you kind of just have to be product of the product. You do your workout, you follow your meal plan, whether that be 2B mindset or with the portion containers. And you use the products, so like Energize, Recover, Hydrate, Shakeology, all of those. And then personal development. So I personally read 2 books, one like a personal book and then another one for personal development. So right now I'm reading Push by Chalene Johnson, I think. Yeah. That one's really good. And then another one, I read a lot of Rachel Hollis. So I've read one of her books, and then I watch her videos every morning with her husband. Those are pretty funny. And then you invite. So you really don't have to ask all the time. You kind of just share your journey and invite others through that, what we call to action. You can ask them to join you just by watching you. And then another one is recognition. So you recognize your challengers when you're in an accountability group, and you also give them support while you're in there as well. So that's kind of just what we do, kind of summed up quite a bit. So.
Oh, there we go. I can figure out how to unmute myself. So, all right. Well, hello, you guys. I'm so excited that so many of you are either watching this live or catching the recording. My name is Kylie Cooper, and I have been a coach for 3.5-ish years, a little bit longer than that. And so I've kind of the same as everybody else. Like, I started off for the discount. It took me a few months to finally jump into coaching, and then it just haven't really looked back since. It's just kind of become a part of my life, and it's changed my life completely. And so for us to be able to share that gift with you tonight, or whenever you're watching this, is what we invited you here for. So what I wanted to talk to you about here really quick is how we make money. And so this topic can actually be like, I could probably talk on this for a long time. So we tried to break it down into just the basic information that you need to know when you're trying to decide, okay, is coaching for me? Is this maybe not the right fit right now? But this is a question that, it's a topic that people always feel kind of weird talking about, but it's a big part of it because you get into it, you get into coaching because you love health and fitness, you love our products, you love the groups, you love our community. That's why you get into it. But you don't, you have to understand like that money side of it, and that's a benefit of it. And because it's hard to keep showing up and putting in everything, you know, and to not see that money return or whatnot. So basically, like in a nutshell, how you make money, it's a direct reflection of the lives you're changing. So if you're helping one life a month, you're going to see that reflected in your paycheck. If you're helping 10 people a month, you're going to see that reflected in your paycheck. So really it's about, and then how those people come into your funnel and come into the groups with you is what Erica just talked about. Those 4, we call them our vital behaviors, like the 4 main things that you need to do every single day. That's what brings these people to you, and that's what grows your income. So I don't know if you can really see this image over here. Let me shorten that up really quick, see if you can see that. So one of the things we just wanted to touch on right now too, and this is a conversation you can have with your coach more at a later time too, but is picking your path. And so one option that you could have is to just be a discount coach. I think almost everybody that's on this call, except for a few, started out as discount coaches, because why not save money? Why not get a discount? And so and for me, I was just signed up that way. I didn't even really realize that there was a different option. But as a discount coach, you are 25% off Shakeology, 25% off any other products, Energize, the clothing line, all that. You don't have to work. You don't have to make sales to get that percentage off. It's just part of your account. So that's one option for you. Option 2 is the hobby coach. So some of these, though, I want to just preface that you don't, anyway, I'll get to that. But hobby coach, so you might have a full-time job. You love Beachbody products. You love sharing them with others. You earn extra income. And your focus really as a hobby coach is helping 3 to 5 people a month. And so we want to help you be successful right out the gate. And so right out the bat, your focus is helping 3 people, bringing 3 people in with the challenge packs, getting them started. Business builder, as that, you pick that type of coach, you're all in, you want to really build that life of financial freedom, you want to grow, you want to run, you're a full-time business builder, you are focused on 5+ people a month. Now, I want to say you could be a 2.5, you could be a 1.5. I would say personally for me, I was a business builder for 3 out of my 3.5 years, and I still worked full time for 2 of those years. So I was definitely like not so much a hobby coach, even though I had a full-time job. So don't think that, oh my gosh, I can't be a business builder because I am a teacher full time. Like, no, that's not necessarily what we mean by that. But for me, when I was at that business builder point, all the cracks in the day that I could find, everything was focused on that and on growing. So just know that you could be in between, you can bounce back and forth, but that's just something that, you know, you want to make sure that you're in contact with your coach about and things as well. Okay, so hopefully that helps you understand that just a little bit. And then, so 25% off commissions. So a lot of times when you are just getting started, a lot of your income is based on that commissions. And so every challenge pack you sell a Beachbody On Demand membership, you sell a pack of Energize, 25% off commissions is what you receive. Now, I could go way into the compensation plan, probably blow your mind, like confuse the crap out of you, and I'm not doing that tonight. But what I want to leave you with is that our goal as your coaches and as your mentors, as your leaders, is to help you in that first month, teach you those vital behaviors that Erica talked about, to earn back your investment, in your challenge pack, in the way that you sign up, to earn your first promotion. So to go from coach to emerald rank, we want to help you earn that first promotion. And at that point, that's when you really unlock the compensation plan. And when you get to that point, that's when we'll break it down and help you understand how volume works, how building your team works, and all those kind of things. So again, I don't want to go too in depth of that tonight, because I really just want you to understand we want to help teach you those vital behaviors, how to implement them every single day, how to be successful, and then you decide between helping 3 people, helping 5 people, helping more than 5 people each and every month. But again, I want to bring you back to that first point. The income that you see coming in is a direct reflection of the impact that you make, of the reflection of the lives that you change, how many people you help. And so that's a really, really big part of the income side of it. So
Okay, so I'm going to kind of touch on the benefits of coaching. I know Kylie went into the 25% off products. I mean, when you are using the products and you love the product, there's no better way than to get the discount on them. I don't know about you, but I like to save an extra buck. So when I actually signed up, that's why I signed up, because I was like, crap, my husband doesn't even know I purchased this. I want to get a discount. Maybe he won't be so mad I actually did this. So I got the discount, continued with it, and then I realized like I was getting results. People were asking me about it. And then I started just like, oh, well, you can do this. And that's when I realized when people are seeing you do it, coaching becomes easy because they're like, wow, how did you do that? Why are you so happy? How do you have so much energy? And that's how you can kind of, you know, spread this coaching and get people under your wing and start helping them to feel the way you do. Because I know a lot of you on this call right now, your life's changed because you have more energy. You're a better mom. You're a better wife. You're just a happier person now because of it. So I think coaching can change your life that way because you're happier. You're just a better person. I mean, yeah, we still have bad days, but it just helps your overall mood. Another benefit is like when you start, you're probably like, where do I go? What do I do? How do I do this? We have a team page that has resources. We do team calls during the week, and we have a category or a topic that we will talk about that week and kind of help you learn what to do. And maybe someone else is doing something that is working and we work together and we're like, oh, this really worked for me. Why don't you guys try this? So we're all in this together. And I mean, you're going to learn how something might work really well and something might not work really well. So team page has all of that help. You can connect with people. You might not connect with me being a mom and a part-time teacher right now. You might connect with someone being a college student, or you might connect with someone being a full-time working person. But in this team page, you will connect with all of them because you can find someone that will connect better with you. We have script ideas, like maybe you're having a hard time asking someone, like you have someone in mind that they'd really benefit from opportunity, you just don't know how to ask them. We can help you with that. We have a group thread where, you know, we have a question. We have someone that asked us something and we don't know off the top of our head. We throw it in that group thread message and we help each other answer those questions. We have meal plans. We have trackers that we use that we share kind of to help you build your business into whatever you want. Really, you never have to reinvent the wheel unless you're a really creative person and you want to try something new. But everything's there for you. You don't have to do any of the hard work to create ideas. What else? Oh, our company provides daily or weekly training on the National Wake Up Call, which you can hear from other coaches around the United States and hear how they're doing it. And I think hearing how other people outside of our area are doing it is a great way to learn. And one of the biggest things, I'm going to go down to my last point, is we have help with all of our problems. I mean, all of us are in different stages of life. We've had some great highs and we've had some great lows, but we know that everyone on this team, we've got to know each other. We always joke that we know each other through these Zoom calls and our workouts. And then when we finally meet, it feels like we just there's no awkward stage. We know each other, we jump right in, and even though we've never met. So you get great friendships. I never would have met half of these people through coaching, but you also gain friendships through the people that are signing up with you to do this healthy lifestyle. A lot of people I don't think I would have ever talked to. And we all of a sudden are doing the same thing and we start to learn more about each other. And we realize that we have a lot more in common. It's just fun to meet these different people, especially because you can connect with people all over the United States, people living in completely different weather climates and time zones than you, but it's great to get to know them. Also, something that's been really huge for me is goal setting. Like if you're trying to, I know Erica talked about personal development and really pushing yourself, but this group is so supportive. If you set a goal, they're going to help you try to reach it. And then once you reach that goal, or even if you get close to that goal, it's super rewarding to know, all the work you did to get there, and that you have a group of people there supporting you. So I could talk about this forever, but I don't want to completely take our time, but it's completely changed my life. I actually thought of that today. I was subbing today at the school, and when I left there, I was just like, weird mood, but I was excited because I knew I had this call tonight, and this stuff fires me up. I get excited for it. So you might have your full-time job, but this can fit in the cracks and kind of light up maybe a dull part in your life that you need. So it's been a great experience.
Hey guys, my name is Jordan Weideman, and I've been coaching since October. So I'm kind of ending my 4th month of coaching, and I kind of had a laugh, not just to be honest, when I said I would help with the call tonight, and I got the misconceptions because I'm pretty sure I gave Kylie like 3 of these when I was first talking to her about coaching. So there are a lot of misconceptions out there about what coaches do, how to do it, and just in general, how to get started. And so I think this is a great topic to just kind of go over. The first one being, the dollar signs and just kind of selling things, and that awkwardness that you can kind of feel sometimes thinking of us or thinking about coaches as just salesmen trying to make money. And that's really not always the point. I mean, it's nice to be able to pull in an income, and it's nice to be able to add that value to your family, but it's really about helping others learn the healthy lifestyle and building a healthy routine that you are yourself working through and going on this journey, that it really just sharing your knowledge and sharing what's worked for you and just kind of the truths of what is health, like what is fitness. And so it's really about becoming, like they said, a product of the product, and being able to share that, and not about selling things. The products are important, and we use the products because we believe in them, but the point is not to share the product or to sell the products. It's not about pushing those particular products. It's about helping people find what works best for them in their health journey, and helping them make those lifelong lifestyle changes. Time, we kind of talked about that a little bit before about, I just don't have the time, but there are those tracks that you can take to fit in with you and what you want this to look like. If you want to be that hobby coach, if you want to be that full-time business builder. I know for myself, I am a full-time working mom, and I work 40 plus hours a week, and then come home and wrangle my 2-kid crew, and then by the time they're in bed, I have 3 hours before I want to be asleep. And so I just fit it into the cracks of my day. I just work when I have those little moments, those 15 minutes here and there, where I would normally find myself aimlessly scrolling through Facebook. Now I'm working through my Facebook, and so it's really been beneficial. And I do take some of my nights to do this, but then I also have nights where it's complete just home in life, and that works really well for us. And so it's definitely doable. You just figure out the balance you want to strike and just kind of work with it. Spouse support, thinking about, well, will they support this? Will they, help me do this? What if they're not supportive? And so it really kind of comes down to, talk to your spouse about it. Let them understand why it is that you want to do this, why this is important, and just kind of what you need from them too. I think a lot of times people just don't know what it is, and they don't know why you're doing what you're doing. I know when I first started coaching, I got a lot of, why are you taking those pictures? And I don't have a tripod yet, so he still takes a lot of my pictures. And so it's just something that you kind of have to learn and be able to communicate about. But it's actually been really funny for us to be able to take that. If you could scroll through my camera reel, you'd see a lot of bloopers that he took when I wasn't ready, and we love to look through those. So it's actually really fun. This idea that I'm not at my goal weight, or I struggle with my own nutrition, so how can I coach and lead and help other people attain that? And I think we have to come back to this truth that this is a journey and we're not all where we want to be, and we probably never will be at a place where we're completely ready to be like, okay, done. I'm totally done with what I want to work on. So it is an ongoing process, and we have to trust the process. It's not it's not a finish line marathon. This is a long-term lifestyle change. And so it doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter where you're at. You help others by going through it yourself. You lead by example, and you use that transparency to really show people that this is an everyday thing. This is a real person's issues, and you're a real person just like they're a real person, and it helps you connect, and it helps you build that trust with them that we all go through hard things, and we all struggle, and we can do this, and we're better together. So this is really no better time to start than where you're at right now, because if you're motivated and you want to see those changes, you'll never work harder. So this is a really great time. I think I kind of touched upon that salesperson mindset with the kind of the selling things. Struggling with what people think. I think that's really difficult, and I'm not going to lie. Sometimes people can say mean things and they don't get it. And so they have a lot of criticisms. They have a lot of, just unhelpful comments to say. But, I think we have to remember that a lot of times people say those things because they don't understand. It's coming out of a place of uncertainty, and it's coming out of a place of uncomfortableness because people don't like what they don't know, and they feel uncomfortable with that. And so a lot of times people can get pretty critical in their feedback. And so part of our goal as coaches too is just to educate people about what it is to be in a health and wellness journey, what is actually healthy and what's not healthy, why it is that it's important for us to share these journeys, and just to really make it natural, make it normal for people to see those things. I know when I first began sharing a lot on my social media, a lot of my family came out of the woodwork and didn't know how to respond to a lot of the things that I was saying, especially when I was having a lot of really unhealthy struggles with nutrition back in high school. And they had well-meaning comments, but they really didn't get what I was trying to say. So part of my job was to educate them about, yeah, that was true. That is real. That is something I struggled with. And this is why this has been so beneficial for me. This is why, this is what I'm focusing on this. And this is what it's helping me do now differently. And so sometimes it's just a matter of putting aside what people think and what you think they believe until you're able to have that real conversation with them that says, this is really what's going on and this is what matters. And then it just gets to a point where, you rely on your community, you rely on your team to help you get through those tough moments and just kind of bless and release them. And if they don't get it, it just means they're not in a place where they can understand it. And maybe by watching your journey and keeping up on your posts, they'll get there. They'll get to see it, and they'll kind of come to better understandings. And you never know, they'll turn around and make different decisions and kind of, start to come back to you and say, yeah, I get it now. I want to be a part of this. And so, we can't stop our lives based on what other people think, or else we'd never live. So we just kind of have to go in there and do it. But we always have people on your team to back you up and to kind of help pick you up when you've had that rough moment. And then the other thing that can happen a lot is, a lot of times people, like I said, they fear what they don't know, and they just assume it's a pyramid scheme, and they just really kind of get weirded out with this idea of network marketing. And so I actually printed off what the definition and what it is a pyramid scheme actually is, and why Beachbody is not a pyramid scheme. And basically what it comes down to is coaches with Beachbody make money from actual sales of genuine fitness and nutrition products and their own hard work. They are using the products, they are showing that effort, and they are connecting with people, building that trust, and selling them these things that will help them and actually directly impact their customers' lives. And it's not making money from recruiting fees or business fees. And so coaches are never paid to recruit people, and they don't earn money for recruiting. Coaches are not required to buy or hold any inventory of product. They have to sell the product themselves. They don't sit back and make money while only the product sales of the coaches underneath them. So that's a lot of why this is not a pyramid scheme, because it really is based on that direct effort. And so our mission is to help people live healthier lives and to get their results with the fitness programs and nutrition products that actually work. And it's a one-on-one support with your coach. That's why this does not fit under the pyramid scheme. And I can't really see what that last one is. I need to move my thing. Don't know enough people, market is saturated. Yeah, so that is something that I think a lot of people just kind of are a little bit unsure about, because they might say, well, I have a few friends that might be interested, but who do I ask after that? And it's about growing your network. It's about growing your reach, which can seem really scary, but it's just about making connections. So maybe a friend of a friend, and they're looking to make some changes, and so you just say, hey, do you know anybody who might be interested? And then they might give you a few names, and you kind of grow from there. And from there you might look at people who through them, or who you didn't realize you had in common, and just kind of start making those connections, start learning about people's lives, start figuring out what their goals are, and finding ways that you might be a good fit with them. And so it's not as hard as it seems to, in this world of social media and just how easily connectable we are, to meet new people and to grow that connection. And you don't have to be a super outgoing personality to make that work. You don't have to be a super forward person. It's just a matter of being genuine. It's about a matter of really caring, about being curious and just wanting to know what's important to them and knowing how you might be able to help them get to that. So that's all I got.
Awesome, Jordan. I love how you pulled out the whole legal thing with the pyramid scheme. That was awesome. One thing I just want to touch on too, when she's talking about, I don't know enough people, the market is saturated. I thought of this, on our team. I was trying to think of all the coaches who've signed up, who the coaches that are still here, on our team. One of my coaches is a family member. None of my friends from high school, none of my friends from college are coaches on my team. They've maybe been customers. But so that means that every coach on our team, I either knew, literally met through social media. So whether I knew them beforehand or worked with them or met through just growing my market. And so it does seem weird. And at first, like Brittany was saying earlier, it is kind of weird at first, but we hop on these calls and you're in team threads and you get together at events and you just get to know each other outside of that circle. And you just have a common bond. This health and fitness and this lifestyle just bonds you in a way that even though we're all completely different and we have come from different backgrounds and different religions, everything's so different, but we have that common bond. And so you have that that family and that circle of friends that you might not get at another job or that type of thing. So, all right. So what we want to wrap up with is what is next. And so we kind of talked you through what it is that we do essentially, using the products, working on our own journey, sharing that, inviting people, and then kind of tried to squash some of those misconceptions, those things that you might have heard or you might have thought before. So what is next is that if you are sitting here and you're okay, you have more questions, this pushed you over the edge, you're yeah, I think I'm ready, I want to coach. Check with the person that invited you here. Check with the person that shared this recording with you, because they will know exactly how to get you signed up. Because some of you might already be customers. Some of you might already have Beachbody On Demand. And so rather than trying to explain that all to the masses, just check back with who invited you here, who sent you the link, and they will talk you through how to get you set up, what pack would be best for you, which route to go. They'll talk you and walk you through that. Then what we're going to do is starting on February 11th. So you do have a little bit of time if you have some questions, if you want to, just think about it, sleep on it, whatever. We're going to do on February 11th, a 30-day self-paced training. And so what that means is we're going to take 30 days and break down for you tips and strategies and like things, social media, break down those behaviors that Erica talks about at the beginning. We're going to break that down into 30 days of short videos, little trainings to get you through. But it's going to be self-paced. So you could do that 30-day training in 2 days if you wanted to. You could do that 30-day training in 60 days if you wanted to. But we really want to bring this to light because some people are ready to be business builders and some people are ready to be hobby coaches, and we want to meet you where you're at. So, but you might be sitting here and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to start today. Like, I don't want to wait till the 11th. Awesome. We have a getting started checklist PDF that we're going to share with you when you get signed up. And it's going to talk you and walk you through some of those things to do before that training starts. So for example, like, picking your program, taking your pictures, getting ready to start your contact list. What are some of those things that you could do, some videos to watch to kind of get you rolling? So if you're ready to go and you don't want to wait till the 11th, we have a resource for you to get started. We're going to get you plugged into the team page. We're going to get you added into threads. You're going to be in like 50 bajillion groups and you're going to be like, what in the world? But we just, like Brittany talked about too, just this year, our team has just come together and we have all these different groups and we're just all pushing together. And like somebody gets an idea and we bounce off it and we go. And somebody has a goal that they want to set and they just bounce off it and we go. And so that's what makes me really excited for this year, is because we are so connected right now. And it's just because new coaches coming in and new ideas and just everybody being on these calls and that friendships and things that we're building. So we're going to get you that checklist so that you can get started. We'll get you added into the pages, into the threads. And then in that month of February or your first 30 days, like whenever it is that you sign up and you start that training, so your first 30 days, like I said, we're going to really, really just focus on those behaviors, those activities to help you earn back your investment. And whatever time you have to devote to this, you can make it work. We're going to share a tracker with you that breaks down exactly what behaviors you need to take into place. And if you're still sitting here like, I don't know if I have the time, do me a favor. And tonight, tomorrow, the next 24 hours after you watch this call, watch how many times you are absent-mindedly scrolling on your phone. Or how many times you're absent-mindedly just staring at the TV. Because when I was teaching full-time, when I would have like some classes we had a 10-minute break and I would just sit there for 10 minutes, I was like, wow, I could have got this, and this done in that 10-minute time frame. But yet I sat there and I scrolled to see who was doing what on Instagram or what they were doing on their stories. So if you're that person that's like, oh, I don't have a lot of time, audit yourself in the next 24 hours and see how much time that you do have to just kind of devote to that and to get that in there. So we're going to have a tracker for you to follow, and it's going to walk you through exactly the things that you need to do to be successful. And we're calling that our just do it list. And so we'll walk you through that. And like before you go to bed, you just do it. You just do it and you get it done. Also in those first 30 days, like I said, we're going to help you put the focus on rank advancing. And then we really want to help you establish your why. So why is it that you want to coach? Because if you don't know why you want to do this, it's going to be hard for you to show up. It's going to be hard for you to decide to sit down and do your workout, or to sit down and post on social media, or to reach out to the people that are liking your post if you don't have a strong why, if you don't have that reason for wanting to coach. It will be easier for you to just sleep in, or it'll be easier for you to just watch TV. So we want to figure that out and talk about that, and that's what's going to kind of push you forward into those months. So that's what's next. That's what's going forward. If you have questions, definitely reach out to your coach, whoever invited you. We will be sure to get that training rolling and get all that information to you. But we are excited to welcome you to the team. And this is our year. This is our year to just really grow in all the ways that each individual coach wants to, and moving forward. So thank you so much for joining us tonight, and I'm excited to see all your faces soon.